In Plano, a sunroom like this for only $500,000? And there's a pool too? That's right, folks. Today we're in Plano, Texas, and we're going to check out this really cute mid-century 4-bed, 2-bath house. Now, before we go in, I just want to point out how big and majestic these oak trees are. Not only do you have one, but you have two, and they're so big, someone's already putting a swing up there. Solicited by a good friend of mine, Lacey was real. Shout out to Lacey, she's awesome. But this house has so much to offer. Oh, before I show you the neighborhood too, guys, you got to check it out. So quiet, so peaceful, so calm. It's not a bedroom community kind of calm, but this is the kind of place where you want to say, hey, I'm home. I'm here to relax. This is my house. So if you don't mind, I'm going to treat you like a client, show you everything I know about this house and the community around here. And let's get this show on the road. So as soon as we walk in, on the left side here, we have a really cool dark green. You never see bold colors anymore. Everything is just millennial gray or beige nowadays. This actually really looks nice. I like it. It's a very large, very long, formal dining room. And this formal dining room actually is useful. The height is nice. The light doesn't hang right over the food. It's not a heating lamp. And also, you have natural light pouring in. This is designed to be enjoyed. Now, if you don't want this, and I'll show you why I say this later, you can very easily take out this, close that off from the kitchen, make these French doors, and boom, you have a wicked office. That is so cool. Well, let's move on. There's so much to show you in this house. So from the front doors coming in, we have a living kitchen and kitchen nook all tied together. We have a sunroom and a pool out there. We have a guest bath, all the bedrooms down on this side. So let's start in the kitchen. A gas fireplace. And we have these really cool mid-century styled beams. You see a lot of these in Richardson and in Plano because a lot of it was built in the 60s and 70s. And when they redid parts of this house, they decided to keep the original flair. And I really like how it's white up here and here, and this color and the LVP on the flooring all kind of tied together. That was really thoughtful. Now moving up, we have a beautiful marble as the countertop. Same on that side over there. Personally, I am not really a big fan of these ranges or stovetops in the middle of an island. I mean, it looks cool. It looks kind of like a hibachi grill when you actually have cooking here and then you have 4 seats over there with the dine-in bar. That is awesome. But the best thing about this is there's a vent that goes straight up. So many older homes in certain parts of DFW have a stove right here, but no vent. I'm like, whoever designed this doesn't cook that often, or at least they don't cook like I do. I almost burn the house down when I cook, but hey, it tastes good. So on the left side over here, we have the wet area and we have the hot area. So we got oven and electric stove out here. Now this is electric, both of them, but the good thing about it is there is gas plumbing over here. So that's a gas fireplace. There is a gas line running down below here. So this can be plumbed and of course converted into a gas stove if you would like. If I bought this house, that would be the first thing I do. On the left, we have a decent sized kitchen cabinet situation. Not soft close, but extremely spacious, a lot of room. There aren't as many cabinets as the last house that I toured, but there are definitely a lot of cabinets here. A lot of storage space. Now I also noticed at the bottom here, we have a lot of different drawers. And you might be wondering, What are these? Well, this is for a little baby. You don't want babies opening up stuff with sharp objects or chemicals or anything like that. So they put these on, have really thick rubber bands, or what I call rubber bands, that prevents them from opening. Keeps the baby safe. You don't need to have a headache. Full-size fridge. Very, very spacious. Love the French door fridges, if that's what you call them. And we have a tiny pantry. I mean, this is really tiny. Now, at this point in the video, you might be thinking, Emilio, what? What's going on with this? Well, I'll show you what's going on as we go in here. I'll come back to all of this later, but I'm going to show you washer dryer room. But that is what is going on. Now, the lighting isn't great for the camera. Looks better in person here. But you have plenty of extra open shelving right here that can be dual purpose. You could use it as an open pantry, as I imagine most people would, or you could use this as your coat area, and you could put other clothes or maybe outdoors, things that you don't use all the time, like an umbrella or boots, things like that on this side. Okay, let's go back into the kitchen. Before we do that, quick check of the design here. Shout out to the staging team. This is a beautiful design. But when you see the other bedrooms, you'll know what I mean by this house is a little different from all of the other ones. Whistler's Island, we have a little refreshment center. This is a perfect 44 to 54 degrees, it seems like. Perfect for wine. If you want to chill any sodas, juices, but you don't want to open up that fridge, just do that. That's lovely. Now, in case the huge dining room wasn't enough and this little dine-in bar was not enough, here we have a little kitchen nook. Very tasteful design up here. Kind of looks like the Claude logo nowadays, or Jack's as they call them in the old days. But that reminds me of when I was a little kid. I love these designs. I love the bold colors, especially in the 70s and 80s homes. There were wild times. So people loved color. We have these extremely tall GE washer and dryer sets over here that you can do stackables if you want. There's enough ceiling height for that. Or if you just want to swap them out, use your own, that's fine too. And while we are here, let's check out the garage. And let's hit this over here. Oh, that is quiet. That's a very quiet garage door opener. I really like how some older homes have the front really open and clear. So you have a back lane, of course. That also means less noise in the back. Then there's not really that much traffic here. Just saw a rabbit go by. Not too much traffic here. Again, huge, magnificent trees. Some gardening. This is what I am used to in a house. Like, this is what I grew up knowing. This is what I feel like is really comfortable. Of course, you have some cracks here and there. You know, it's a 70s house. It's not going to be perfect, not going to be pristine, but the main thing is the floor plan, the location, and of course, what you can do with it. So this house has that little lane in the back. And when you go inside, you're just transported to another world. Okay, let me close that door as well. Okay, so for the elephant in the room, the ceiling height. Nowadays, we're used to seeing 12 foot, 15 foot, like really, really, really tall ceilings. This, I would say, is about 9 feet. I'm about 6 foot high. This is about 9 feet, I would say. So it does feel a little bit lower, especially with these beams, but it's not a deal breaker because I don't feel that claustrophobic feeling. That's what I'm trying to say. The colors and just how much light is in this place just opens up everything. makes it feel like this is a very spacious, bright, and open, welcoming space. That's not the way it looked like originally in the 70s. I can assure you that. This is your guest bath. Now, here's another cool thing about this house. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath house. So that was one bath. That's the other. That's a primary bath. We'll come to this room last, and I'll tell you why. Let's go to the end and work our way back. So this neighborhood, it's one of the more pristine neighborhoods in Plano. Of course, it's not a Deerfield kind of neighborhood, not the ultra premium, but it is the kind where people buy and they just don't have a reason to sell. I was interviewing a lot of the neighbors before I shot this video, and I've met some people who came in who they've been here for 3 years or 4 years, and they like the place. They don't think they're gonna move. But I've also met some really nice folks. Ooh, it's an interesting life situation. But I've met some folks who have moved here 10, 15, 20 years ago, most of them 20 plus, and they just stayed here. They just didn't move. They bought in the early 2000s, and that was that. Oh, check out this wallpaper. Wow. Got some Margaritaville vibes going on. Usually not the biggest fan of wallpaper, but I dig this. I actually have a shirt that looks just like this. Okay, but the other really cool thing about this house is there's no HOA. You heard me right, folks. Plano, which is known for having a ton of HOAs, not here. Zero. All right, this is the primary bedroom, and they have, is this wallpaper only? It looks, yeah, it's wallpaper, but I got thrown off by those lines. I thought it was actually like cloth fabric kind of looking. This is beautiful. I love these lights that are hanging up instead of the kinds on here. I'm always afraid I'll knock them off of the stand, the nightstand, but I love them when they're up here, and they're actually a round bulb. And they're yellow, which at night there's less blue light than white light, and this warm color just makes you relax. Okay, so that was embarrassing. I was just talking to myself for like 10 minutes after I was looking at that wallpaper, so I will do my best and go through everything again. So that actually is just wallpaper, not cloth, not nothing. Okay, and here looking at this bed, the queen size bed. On the right we have a little nightstand. On the left we also have another nightstand. But I noticed that the nightstand, that's as much as you could go. Like this is a queen size bed. You can't do a king size. If you do a king size, you wouldn't have room for those two. Why? Because here you're right along the edge of the trim of the door. And on this side, let me show you real quick. If you now open up this door, it's a tight fit. It's perfect. So what that means is that you can't go beyond that. All right, moving on. Here we have what I like to call the walk-in closet number 1, or primary closet number 1. Now this is a very unique hue of blue. I could see on the camera it looks a lot darker than it actually is. It's more of a light gray with a hint of blue, less than what the camera is showing. But you could tell in like older homes you have this unique little multi-level, multi-elevation going on. But what's really fascinating is in here, in the primary bath. Before I go in, to conserve space, they converted this into one of these barn doors. I'd like to know, do you like barn doors or do you don't? Some people love them, some people hate them, they just can't stand them. I don't know. Leave your opinion in the comment below. I read all of them and I'd like to answer you. We have a very open concept shower. Wouldn't you say? There's nothing blocking it. Like no shower curtain, no partition. It's just a very, very large shower. Now, what I mean by large is like when I put my hand, this got to be like 5 feet wide. Yeah, it's about 5 feet wide, I would say, maybe four. Much larger than most showers I see. Really cool dual design. I love these huge shower heads. They're just awesome. We're going through here. We have dual vanities. Hey, your next realtor. That was cheeky. I'm sorry. And then here we have our second walk-in closet. Now walk through, walk in. These are the old-timey lights that you pull on the chain. I would definitely switch those out to newer LEDs, especially like the strip kind. That would be really nice. But either way, it's very functional. You could talk to me. I have a lot of suggestions on those. And the main thing I want to show you is out these doors. So before I go through, I want you to know this is technically the old outdoors, but now they've changed it into a sunroom patio. So check this out. Oh, it's so nice here. So this is technically the outdoors, and you know by looking at the brick. This brick is the outdoor brick. It's the same kind that they use outside, but it's the outdoors. And this used to be a covered patio. They just put indoor flooring on it, built this structure over, and just fence the whole thing in so that it's nice and cool. Now, I don't just mean cool by the fans, because these two fans are working very, very well. But also here, they've drilled holes and they tapped into the central air system, put 2 ducts in, and they're blowing nice, cool air. So it's not as cool as the inside. Today, I had it on about 71, 72 on the inside. It's like a 90-degree weather outside. But in here, I would say it's about a good 78, maybe 80. I don't know, I'm wearing a suit. But I feel comfortable with the suit. Now, besides the generous windows over here, we have these 3 skylights that just let in so much light. You have to see this in person to fully understand. And in the camera adjusts everything, so it's hard to tell, but this is very bright inside. It's really calming. It's a great place to watch football. No matter if you're Sunday, Monday, both days, any day, it's designed for relaxation. And with that giant pool out here, we also have these string lights. I am a sucker for orangish yellow string lights. It just gives you such a calm and peaceful vibe. Have a place for another television with a huge fan. If you're in Texas, you know that's a lifesaver right there. Enough room for a barbecue stand right out here. And I can tell you, whoever lived here knew how to party. Have a very wide, long, and deep in-ground pool that's kept up pretty well. And what they have is you can have a pool party inside, on the side, have the TV going, barbecue fired up. And this is just an extremely low maintenance backyard. What I mean low maintenance, look at it. You have that little bit of grass there, that little bit there, the beautiful trees, very beautiful trees, a beautiful sky, beautiful day. And just imagine yourself living here, enjoying the pool on a Sunday evening, on any day, and there's no HOA. So, hey, when summer rolls around, no kids in the neighborhood pool. You don't have all the shouting, screaming, crying, running around. You don't need to pay an HOA. You don't need to go there during the on-off times. You could just go whenever you want. If you're done, you want to come up here, you want to relax a little bit, want to go shower in there, you do you. It's your home. And that is your pool. Now going back out here, I should say in rather. I want to know what you think. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath house. Not 2.5, just 2. 2,422 square feet. So it has plenty of room for everything, but they chose not to do an extra bathroom. Is that an upgrade you would like to see? Is that something that you personally would do? I would like to know. I hope you found this video helpful. My name is Emilio Cinelli. I love everything in North Dallas, so Plano, Frisco, McKinney, Allen, Prosper, you name it. I've been there. I love this area, and there's so much that I'd love to show you. So like and subscribe go a long way for a small creator like me. I really appreciate it. And a lot of people think it's weird contacting folks online. It's not. People do it all the time, especially in real estate. So I've dropped my number down below. Click it, send me a text, say hi, shoot me a DM, whatever it is. I'm here to help you. So again, my name is Emilio, and I'd love to see you at the next house.